With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Quickly to the air is Burrow. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11 empty.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year? End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Off play action, Mixon, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward. And maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit.
Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 68 yards. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. It's Mixon on the counter. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
11 MT.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Devin Asiasi, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have yet again retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Another game. Never
After
fucking
the touchdown, McPherson
fucking
kicks this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw here. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right,
and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 18.
11 MP, 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's the time Hurst with it.
Gun.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there.
Here we go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
11, Thomas. 11.
Burrow will throw. Oh, hit as he throws it. Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
11. 12.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Cincinnati. 59 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. In motion comes the tight end left.
11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. And that is
Oh
caught.
my God,
He's got it
bro.
for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Oh, this is blocked. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success.
And my goodness,
What?
another interception. And the Bengals are going to get the
Oh my God, this game so
and you have
fake,
to wonder,
bro.
Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young
Oh my
quarterback?
fucking
Based on the
God.
fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise,
They
you
would
get
not
him
let
out,
man.
fight
This
another
game
because
so
this could leave
fucking
lasting damage
fake.
if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So 2nd down and 10.
Ain't no way,
Once again,
bro.
they'll go from the 40. Now Burrow. He's going to try and go deep again.
They would not let me.
That will be
What the fuck?
incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out
Wow.
there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But whatever they called on defense,
Game's so
they
fake,
made sure
dog.
they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
He's got his man, Valdez Scantling. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And he can't
Oh,
get
they
rid
finally
of it. He's
got him, huh?
taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll set up to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
In the final seconds of the first half,
Man,
the
this
Bengals
game.
would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Yep.
So
Game
not
so
much
fake,
time
bro.
to speak of remaining in this first half
Ain't no
as
way.
the kicks away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Dudes can't catch
Coming to the
interceptions.
line here to begin their next drive,
That's
the
crazy.
Seahawks offense.
So fucking crazy.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
It's a gain of 53 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
They'll throw now on the final play. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And we welcome you back now, along alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face
So you
it,
telling me
a certain Super Bowl, a 25
that's crazy, bro?
That wasn't enough to put someone away.
Fuck, he don't get open.
This task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll drop to throw.
That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Bengals grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Come on, Rick.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Rolling to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
12. 11 MT.
He'll drop to throw.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh my God, bro.
He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
What the
Hayden
fuck, bro?
Hurst, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Bengals extend their lead yet again.
It's like, man, my
Extra point by
defense.
McPherson,
Oh,
up and good. And the lead
dumb
grows
as
even
shit.
larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot...
Dude, right there, bro.
This one's
He
pretty
couldn't
much all
complete
but over.
that pass?
You're saying
Oh,
that you
yeah,
feel
this
like
game
people are
so
starting to
fake.
think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now.
What the fuck is... Oh, my God. What the fuck, bro? This game.
Jamar Chase,
What is
71
like the other
yards.
fucking direction,
And the
dog?
Bengals just
Like,
continue to
man,
roll.
ain't no way, bro. No fucking way, dog.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Simulation ain't for me, man.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
Yeah, we can't catch interceptions on that team. So, yeah, you could throw it anytime in there, right? Just anytime.
We sit in quarter number 3.
No worries. Just throw it in there, bro.
2nd and 10 now.
You will guarantee get it.
11.
Or my players won't get it.
11 MT. 11 mighty.
They go play action with Burrow. Steps away to him.
Now Burrow loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11 MT. 11 MT.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's caught at the 25.
What the fuck? Why is you over there?
Inside the 25.
Oh my god. Why the fuck was he over there, dog? Oh my god, bro.
Here we go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the delay, it's Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points.
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point.
These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They're going to look to throw.
And this
Who the fuck is he throwing it to? Oh my god, man, this fucking quarterback's so trash, bro.
Go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back
The
on that
fuck?
one. Weren't able to do so.
I wasn't even trying to.
He's got his tight end
What the
fade.
fuck?
And he is going to
He
have
can't even
a
ball pick the fucking ball.
They're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh my god,
This is
dog.
certainly one of
This
the bigger
thing
losses that we
is
are going to see
bitch.
for quite some time. And you
Not
have to
fucking
think at
trying
this
to
point,
ball
we're in
fake
the
it.
4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a...
He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've
Hello?
got something that you're trying to practice, right?
Yo,
You've worked
How you doing?
into a
All
game
right.
situation. And now
All
you
right, well, look
can
here.
dissect it.
Hey, I'm out to miss this week. I'm out to pay you $400 next Thursday because I had to pay on my car and the motorcycle.
Throw into the hands of Boyd.
Ooh,
Down
man.
before getting
Okay.
inside the
You plan on getting a roommate?
An excellent pickup of 20.
Nah, I'm getting another job, a part-time job, since I get a way of getting around at the docks.
Drop right now. A lot of
Yeah.
fans long gone.
Yeah, I plan on getting at the docks. I had to get a ride there first. I'm carpooling what you do.
Burrow.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm gonna pay you next Thursday. I'm at work now, Kimbo.
Catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow.
They will not box me.
Complete.
But they're passing passing
Oh my
attack.
God, dog. This game's so fake, bro.
Resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like
Man,
they're
it be so
throwing the
fake,
football until the
dog.
very end of this one.
I know what the fuck you want to throw it.
On offense, pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 8 yards out. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25
never get a fucking
to
win.
27.
Fucking Sims. All kind of bullshit. Cannot get ahead. Fucking quarterback throw a dunk and shit.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive. The
just dumb shit,
Seahawks offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted,
Why the fuck
but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete.
And no, only in the fucking
almost to the
mouth.
40 before being taken down. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh my God, this nigga fumbles.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Like it don't get fucking
2nd and 15.
Watch.
Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep
That's
ball.
crazy, bruh.
That's coverage.
Oh my God, it's just so trash.
Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
What the fuck? It is really so, bruh.
That incompletion is not a
Ain't no
surprise
way,
in the way
dog.
that this one is
Ain't no
gone,
way,
and the
nigga.
frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy.
Backfield.
He
That's
wasn't
crazy.
really big on that. He was big.
And it's
About time,
intercepted.
fucking Woolen.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here
Caught a
at
fucking
their own
interception.
16-yard
Finally.
line. Their passing game
All
has been
fucking games
spectacular
where I
this
wanted to
afternoon.
do, bro.
Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage on 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
And my goodness.
Why he can't just throw it to him? Man, what the fuck? fuck, bro?
Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
Man, this nigga arm so bad, man.
There, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
Nigga cut inside. He leads to the
When you get
fucking.
this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all.
And this is caught.
Oh my
and
God,
he will
bro.
get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
No, only motherfucker eating out here, bro. That's
now a play
crazy.
fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is.
And now here's another.
Oh my God, this nigga's so fucking. Man, bro.
And the Bengals are going to take possession.
Need a quarterback, bro.
Yes, folks, that is his
Need a
3rd
fucking
interception,
quarterback.
and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
On 1, right?
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow looking to pass. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Jonathan, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball.
Oh my God, this nigga's so. What the fuck?
Just a minute. A return
Oh
for a
my
late
God,
touchdown.
dog.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble,
Sad,
you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you
It's
give up
fucking
the
sad.
football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And a decent return
Oh
out to the
yeah.
27-yard
About to
line.
fucking fumble the shit out of that ball.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's going to let it fly. this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to take over
man,
at
it's
their own
fucking
41.
quarterback,
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
11 empty.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind.
What the fuck?
Now here is another
I threw it to 8. Why the fuck he threw it to 8 over there, bro? Like, this game so fake. Oh my god, bro. Oh yeah,
What has
this
been a
game so
fantastic
fake,
game for this
dog.
defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's
I
thrown
threw
all
it
these
to
interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Cincinnati, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning way.
I got 2 power 94. What the fuck?